Aphrodite is the Greek name for the goddess of love, beauty, and procreation. You may also know her by her Roman name, Venus. Some stories say that Aphrodite born out of sea foam. Homer describes her as the daughter of Zeus and Dione, and just as Aphrodite is often used as a point of comparison for female beauty, Homer too has his characters describing woman's beauty as it exists in relation to Aphrodite's. Aphrodite starts a war in the world of the Iliad. Aphrodite is arguably the cause of the Trojan War, getting Paris to decree her as the most beautiful immortal, beating out Hera and Athena in exchange for the love of Helen, the most beautiful human. Other than the violation of Helen's free will, this may seem like a harmless deal, except Helen is already married to the Spartan king Menelaus. Needless to say, when Helen takes off with Paris, it causes problems. Aphrodite's first major appearance in the Iliad is in Book 3. Her fancies are whimsical as the immortals tend to be, and she takes an interest in the humans going on of the Trojan War. This is lucky for Paris since it's Aphrodite who swoops in and rescues Paris from Menelaus, just as the killing blow was about to fall. Aphrodite scopes up Paris, shielding him under a cloud of darkness, and safely deposits him back in his own bedchamber. Aphrodite, being a goddess, can be understood to have both the strength to pluck Paris from the ground as well as the ability to transport him safely from the battlefield. Once she drops off Paris, Aphrodite visits Helen, attempting first to disguise herself as an old woman. She tries to persuade Helen to go to Paris. Helen sees through Aphrodite's disguise, however, and is pretty annoyed that Aphrodite would try to trick her. Helen suggests that Aphrodite go tend to Paris herself, since Helen, is quite done with the bit of bad business. She recognizes her role in the Trojan War and wishes to cause no more bloodshed. At this, Aphrodite's patience run out. She flares up and promises Helen that a goddess' favor can turn to hate in the blink of an eye. Helen, understandably shook up, decides it's probably in her own best interest to do what the goddess says, and follows Aphrodite to Paris. So, while Aphrodite has rescued Paris from certain death and reunited him with Helen with varying degrees of willingness, Paris is also considered the loser in the battle with Menelaus. He must now relinquish Helen and her dowry, and the matter of the war between the Trojans and Achaeans appears to be settled.